it's not this holistic, perfect picture. It's very messy, and there's just a lot to say about animals that are within their environment, sort of just to give that image of the animal kind of fading away, and to sort of bring that to people where it's like, oh, these are really cool to look at, but this is a reality. My name is Dominque. I am a wildlife artist and recent graduate student from Colorado State University in Fort Collins, Colorado. I ended up going to graduate school for a degree in comparative physiology as well. So zoology and animals has always been sort of the forefront of my interest. I work with a lot of watercolors, and some of the properties of water is drips and splatters. So I really liked incorporating that into the art. One of the first pieces I started using was actually this bison piece, and I couldn't really draw feet or like hooves or anything like that, which is funny because like animal locomotion's my thing, so I eventually had to learn, but at the time I didn't know how, and so I just kind of did the drips and splatters, and I really liked how it looked, and I was like, well cool, we should do that going forward, because it's a really cool style and I like it, and that's what I get most of the compliments on, are the drips and splatters. But as I started doing it more, I noticed I felt like I could be saying more with the art, because it kind of felt weird to just like sell pictures of these animals that like are endangered and sort of having a tough time. It became a little bit more intentional as time went on, where I would specifically load it, sort of put the paint down and the water down in places that would realistically carry weight, and where you would, if there was water present, that's where it would drip off, to sort of give it this image of the animal sort of fading away or dripping away, or just kind of blending into the background, and sort of bring attention to the endangered, the vulnerable status, sometimes the extinct status of these animals. I want people to get that sense of curiosity, and just kind of wonder, and oh, what is that animal? Oh my gosh, like, how do those animals move? Oh, I did not think that this particular subspecies was completely disappearing off the face of the earth, and that's kind of sobering. And I'm sitting on this thing where I am able to talk about, these complex scientific topics with, something as simple as a picture. You're not a scientist because, you're like super knowledgeable. You're a scientist because you're curious. It's very much similar with art, where you're not an artist just because you can paint things, because, there's many artists that can do that, but you have to have that human-to-human interaction. You have to have that sort of passion to talk deeply about that art and almost have a sense of satisfaction from what you do.